Rightio. So, this morning's live, what it's about. 1 second, I'm going to maneuver that to there. So, here we go. Newcastle United were away last night to Nottingham Forest. We scored early with an assist by Alexander Isak, passing the ball to Joe Willock. And last night, I missed the first goal. I had to watch the replay of the game. So, after the goal was scored, I was expecting much more of a push, much more of an acceleration of our players. And one person, to be honest, kind of stood out last night. Sandro Tonali was back, and he went for every single ball. And he did play some very good balls in, but I felt so sorry for Bruno Guimaraes because Forest kept smashing him and knocking him basically on his backside. I think he went down more times than out else. And because of that, they just got away with loads and loads last night. There should have been more goals. There really should have been. And as I said at the beginning when I came on, because I typed it in the description, we were playing a 4-3-3 system last night. And I've said this loads and loads of times. We need to mix it up. Good morning, Keith. Good morning. So, yeah. As I have said in the description of this video, last night we went to penalties. And penalties is like flipping a 50p piece up into the air, and wherever it lands, that's your decision. So the thing is, I would like to see more going forward than what we saw last night. I watched a fellow YouTuber after I came off, Matty Renton of the Magpie Channel TV, who was right next to a fast food restaurant. Sincerely, yeah, I'm well, mate. Can't believe the cartel has rigged the draw for the competition. Well, you see, the thing is, it's not just the competition of, like, you know, we know it's supposed to be fair, a fair draw where, you know, they stick their hand in the bag and they twiddle it around and pull out a ball. But to be honest, I mean, the game last night, it should have been better. You know, I mean, Sandro Tonali was showing a lot of energy and everything he's missed. And I'm glad to have him back on the pitch. Now, there was a couple of things which could have been better. And that is the spins. Joe Linton tried several different tactics. Some of them worked and some of them didn't. But I want to see us moving forward as a club. I want to see us progressing and spreading the goals out, because last night I had hoped that Sean would get on the score sheet, and he scored the last goal of the game. And boy, was it nervy. You know, I mean, when it went to penalties, I wasn't actually sure because there was no sound on the TV last night. Obviously because of copyright issues and stuff like that. Oh, right. Okay. So a foreign player. Could that foreign player be Chow? I think is that how you pronounce his name? Chow over in AC Milan over in Italy? Because I said this in a video where we've kind of stuck to our guns of like saying we want Mark Gahey from Crystal Palace. I said to walk away from the deal because the Crystal Palace chairman was saying he wanted like more money, and here's the best bit. If there was multiple teams had gone in for Mark Gahey, he would have a valid point. But there wasn't. There was only Newcastle United. So my hope is if we don't get anybody today or up to, I think, is it 10:30 tomorrow night when the transfer window shuts? That is going to be a massive struggle. Unless there is a caveat. And the caveat is this. Maybe Eddie can bring players up from the under 21s to say to them, there's your chance to shine. You know what I mean? We had that same thing with Elliot Anderson. You know, he was promoted up to first team, and last night he had a bloody good game, but he's no longer our player. So I will say that he did have a very good game, and he did have a few pop shots as well, and he came close. He did come close, but I don't really want to see in our next match with Wimbledon we're having to go to penalties. I want us to be able to turn around and take a team, get the first goal, consolidate the first goal with the second, and push to win the game. And then, once we've won the game, then do your changes to secure the victory. Now, who's this one? Have you checked your back garden? Do you know what it is, right? That penalty, right? I was sitting there, right, and I had my fingers crossed and my legs crossed. And I was thinking, oh no, come on. And when that ball just went whoosh, whizzing over. And the thing is, right? I said it last night when I was doing the live. I was praying that they would miss. And that lad who hit the ball and the other one went flying over into row Z or whatever. I think I said last night, it like went outside of Nottingham Forest ground, and somebody walking past was like, "Whoop, I've got a ball, take that home." You know what I mean? But no, well, you see, the thing is, I mean, once Forest scored, it gave them hope, and they were at us. Even though, I mean, we had 70+% of possession, but we didn't put that 70% of possession into action. I mean, I saw last night loads and loads of fouls where Kieran Trippier got put on his backside, Tino Livramento put on his backside. The top one was Bruno. I mean, Bruno was like, he was on his backside every blooming couple of minutes. But I want to be able to see more. And my hope is for Joe Willock. My hope is this, that Joe is like looked after because of this new sporting medical person that we have. Hopefully his turnaround to come back will be a lot tighter. So, that's my hope, because the energy that kid had yesterday was phenomenal. And even like Sandro Tonali, he was everywhere. Now, I will be doing another live on Sunday. So that would be between 1:30 going on to 2:00. Hopefully it'll be the same as this, where people can come in, and hopefully I'll get more and more as the season carries on. Now, my hope is that on Sunday it's a home win. That's what I really, really want, a home win. And I'd like to say it's going to be an easy victory, but no. Throckley and beyond, good morning. Yeah, I've been down to Throckley a few times. So, what I'm hoping for this Sunday is I'd like to see Sean Longstaff on the score sheet, Anthony Gordon, and I want to see a clean sheet. I'd be happy with a clean sheet so that we can go from where we are into the top 5. Yeah, I mean, last night, I didn't want to go to penalties last night. Kyoto Boy won, because nobody wants to go on to penalties. Let's be honest here. Penalties is like a flip of a coin, and if it flips the wrong way, you're out. And what I really would like to see is like the Les Ferdinand was saying last night on the TV after I came off the live, was he wants to see Newcastle again try and get back to Wembley. And that would be fantastic. That would mean I bring out who are our heroes part 2. Because the first one, who are our heroes, that is about the year we finished 4th and we got to the promised land. That's where we want to be, back at the promised land. But it depends on our players. And that's my point. Eddie can pick the team as he did last night. I mean, to have Anthony Gordon on the bench, Sean Longstaff on the bench, and Bruno. Did it work? Because yes, we did get the early goal last night. We did. But I'm just wondering whether we could have done more. I don't think, no, I don't. I'm praying. I'm really praying that Paul Mitchell earns his money, you know, and if he earns his money, like by bringing in players, I don't know what's going to happen with Mark Gahey. No idea. I said in a previous video that we should have walked away. When they've turned around and says, well, we're not accepting that. Just turn around and say, fair enough, mate. And as I said in my video, see how far Paul Mitchell got before his phone went off and saying, oh, we didn't mean it, come back to the table. Because we were the only club in for Mark Gahey. And yes, he did have a fabulous Euro tournament. But is he worth that money? Really? I mean, I don't see it. But one thing I wanted to be able to see, because obviously we're in the last day plus, like, was it 10 hours, something like that? What I wanted to see for Newcastle United was who was it? Brian Mbembo from Brentford. Wanted to see him in. I wanted to see maybe Chiesa from Italy. I wanted to see is it Chow or Thou? Something like that. He's an Italian player. Wanted to see him. But we're trying to play football with the old ball and chain shackles. And that's why I put in my video about Premier League going stale, because to me it is good. It has gone stale. The summer transfer window is meant to be the biggest influx, and with Newcastle United, we've got the chains on. We're attached to the wall, where other teams like Chelsea, well, they can buy who they want. It just seems crazy. And why do we have all of these, like, running around with handcuffs on and a ball and chain? That isn't football, and because it's not football, it puts extra stress on the players. Now, I think we've got like, say, where our goals are going to come from this season. We've got Harvey Barnes, yeah, Anthony Gordon, Bruno Guimaraes. We have Kieran Trippier. We have Sandro Tonali back eventually. Then we got Callum Wilson. Hopefully, he's going to be fit next couple of weeks. Fingers crossed. But what I also want to see is Eddie mixing it up. So instead of having one up front, let's go for two. And I think, like, Miggy tried his best yesterday, but we need somebody who can play with both feet. Because what Miggy does is he cuts in onto his left. we need both feet, because the likes of Hall and Tino Livramento, yeah, they can get to the dead ball line, but why can't Miggy do that and belt it in? Oh, and another thing as well. One thing I did notice last night, when you're firing the ball in from the edge of the 18-yard box, don't put full power on it, man. Because full power is going straight over the top. Nobody can get their head on it. And it's going out for a throw-in. It's a wasted opportunity. I saw several wasted opportunities yesterday where we missed the goal by 6 feet, and sometimes it was even more than 6 feet. We're Premier League footballers. You know, they should be able to work on a system where, you know, we can get that ball perfectly in around the penalty spot. So anybody that's there can stick their head on it, or if they want to be like flamboyant, overhead kick. But yeah, I mean, last night's game, I wanted better for our club. And one thing I was praying for was what we got, which was the penalty shootout. And the reason why was because Sunday, give the players rest. Because I think if it had been extra time, then it could have been a different ball game, and it would have definitely been a different ball game come Sunday. So on Sunday, there will be another live stream, and to all of the games which appear on either Sky Sports or TNT, I'll do a live stream if I can't get a ticket to go into the games. So there was a positive last night, and it came through this morning, and that is 953 subscribers. So that's 47 subscribers away from this channel becoming a small business. So that's positive news. And just keep plugging away until I cross over that finish line of 1,000, and then push for 2,000, push for 3,000, and keep on going. Because that's the mission. And also on other social media is to push them so that they also grow to become the same as YouTube, i.e. a small business. And then what I can do is, when I'm a small business, I can pay the national insurance stamp, I can pay into a pension pot for when retirement comes round. And push and try and create as much content here on YouTube with podcasts on our club, podcasts on playing guitar, have a brand new microphone and a sound card, so that when I come live, like this is, you can hear singing. And if you think about it, by doing that, how many Newcastle United content creators do that? So that's all to come. And moving forward for our club is to get into the top 5. And then from the top 5, fingers crossed, closer to Christmas, do a huge push. Because I saw something the other day, and it was this. I might be wrong, but what I saw was we may be keeping our powder dry for January. Whether that's true, couldn't tell you. But if it is true that we are keeping our powder dry for a final push come January, then it may be possible that my prediction of top 3 does happen. And if you think about it, if we get top 3, we have progressed as a club. And the reason why we have progressed as a club is because when we finished 4th, there's 4, right? We got into the Champions League for the first time in 20 years. So if we can, after January, push to get top 3, we go back into the Champions League next season. So that when I saw we might be keeping our powder dry, that could be the reason, so that we have funds to be able to go out and acquire players. It could be for today and tomorrow. It could be that we may go for loan players. I know Chelsea has been spoken about. Manchester City has been spoken about, but nothing's been confirmed. So the hope is, moving forward, we get past Wimbledon to go into the next round, and then we keep pushing and pushing in the EFL Cup, in the FA Cup, and grinding out results at St James's Park and away. Because last year, when we finished 7th, we had that many injuries. But with Mr. Bunce now being our medical person, there is hope. There is hope. So I will be back doing a live on Sunday, round about 1:30. So I will hopefully see you again on Sunday, and thank you for being very respectful in chat. And one thing that is available in chat for Sunday is gifts, and that helps me to afford equipment. I've got to acquire a Canon EOS or a similar camera. So I'm not using my Samsung S22 Ultra for video, and also recording equipment for when I write a song so I can sing the song to you guys out there. That's the mission. And the mission also with the songs is this: to get into a studio so that they can be professionally mixed by somebody that knows what they're doing. And if that's the case, that I can get somebody who knows what they're talking about and knows like sound and recording stuff, brilliant. I just do the singing and we push forward to getting a single put into the charts. So there's the mission. For Newcastle United, the mission also is for us to keep climbing and progressing. And if that means we have to change formation while we're on the pitch, so be it. Anyway, thank you all this morning. I know it's early. Thank you all for being here, and hopefully in the next day or so, my subscribers can jump again so I can cross that finish line, which is 1,000 to begin with. I don't want just 1,000. I want 2,000, 3,000 and more. So thank you all for being here, and I will see you all on the next live, which is on Sunday afternoon.